Did somebody say cake, 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 cake? I can't sing, but y'all get the picture. Today we are making a pound cake. This is my favorite dessert of all time, hands down. And I'm super excited to share with you a fairly basic and straightforward recipe. Let's get right into the kitchen. We're going to begin with the most crucial step of making a pound cake is the greasing and flouring of your bundt pan. This step cannot be missed. It must be done with complete accuracy. So you're going to either use butter or Crisco to lather the inside of your bundt pan, getting the column in the center as well as all the way up to the edge of the rim. You want to make sure this is greased and looking like a hot glazed donut from Krispy Kreme. You also are going to go in and flour. I flour in batches. I'll start with a few pinches and I will tap around the bowl, add in a few more and tap around. You don't want to have too much flour as it will bind to your cake while baking, but you do want enough that your cake will release. We're going to start by creaming our butter and our sugar. This is one step that can get away from you if you aren't careful. Cream your sugar and your butter no more than 3 minutes tops on a low to medium setting. Once the butter and sugar have creamed together, it will look like the texture of wet sand. We will then add 1 egg at a time for a total of 6, mixing 30 to 60 seconds after each egg. We will then take our sifted flour and add it to our batter, alternating between our wet ingredient, which is heavy cream, and our flour, until both are completely incorporated into our mixture. After you add your last increment of flour, allow your mixer to go for maybe 30 to 60 seconds more, then turn it off. The rest we are going to do with a spatula by hand to ensure our batter is not overmixed. Once our batter has come together, we will then add 1 tablespoon of vanilla and mix that in with a spatula by hand. So we are now ready to add our batter to our greased and floured bundt pan. You will see me demonstrate here that I am doing like sections of the batter and I am layering it all around the cake. This will ensure that the cake is even in its baking and distribution of the batter itself. Just don't be as sloppy as I was. My spatula kind of got away from me. Once all of your batter is in the bundt pan, we're going to shake it 2 or 3 times, just very softly, making sure that the cake is level and that we release any air bubbles and pockets before we bake. You'll bake your cake in a preheated oven of 325 degrees for an hour and 20 minutes to an hour and 30, depending on your oven. Remove the cake from the oven and let it cool in the pan for 10 to 15 minutes. To test your pound cake doneness, you'll insert a toothpick or a small skewer in the center of the pound cake, and if it comes out clean, you're good to go. Look at this beautiful brown crust. This recipe offers the traditional pound cake crunch that I love on top, but also a tender and very velvety texture of the inside. This is a great pairing with a warm drink, cup of milk, or a cup of coffee. The full recipe, including measurements, will be all listed in the description box below. Be sure to check it out. Until next time, good eats, happy baking.